Hi, I'm Heather Titanich and I'm a Hamilton Educational Fellow here at Jenkins Arboretum Gardens. We miss seeing you around, but I'm excited to be able to share this walk remotely with you. Today we'll be talking about trilliums. Here we are on Woodland Walk, which is a shady woodland part of the garden. There's an overstory of lots of tulip poplars and oaks, which is preferred for trilliums because they prefer environments that have deciduous forests where they can utilize the time in early spring, where they can kind of find the pockets of sun before the trees fully leaf out. Trilliums are in the lily family and they're easily identified because everything on the plant comes in terms of three. So they have a single stalk with a whorl of 3 leaves, and then above that are the 3 sepals, and then the flower has 3 petals. Trilliums are split into 2 groups. There are the sessile ones and the pedicellate ones. The sessile trilliums have a flower that sits directly on top of the whorl of leaves, whereas the pedicellate ones have a flower that sits on top of a stalk or a pedicel. And so this is the great white trillium, or Trillium grandiflorum. It's in the pedicellate group, so the flower sits on top of a stalk, and it's identifiable by its large white flowers that have a wavy margin to them and bright yellow anthers, which are the pollen-holding organs on the flower. And trilliums are mainly pollinated by flies and bees, and so with the white trillium it's really obvious when it's been pollinated because throughout its life as it ages it turns to a bright pink color, which signifies to the pollinators that this plant has already been pollinated so they can save their energy and go to other plants. This is Trillium luteum, or the yellow trillium. It's identified by its yellowish green petals and its bright yellow anthers. It also has a sweet lemony scent or citrus scent, which is going to be the strongest on sunny days like today. This is in the sessile group, so you can see that the flower sits right on top of the whorl of leaves. This is Trillium cernuum, or the nodding trillium. It is also in the pedicellate group, but in this case, the stalk actually hangs below the whorl of leaves, so the flower is kind of nodding down. Bashful trillium is another name for it, and the leaves on the petal also curl up in a lily-like fashion. This is Trillium cuneatum, also known as Little Sweet Betsy. It's in the sessile group, so the flower sits directly on top of the whorl of leaves, and it has a deep maroon or reddish color petal, and it also has a really sweet grape-like scent on sunny days, which is where it gets its name from. Thank you for joining us on another Wednesday Walkabout. We hope to see you in the gardens again soon, but until then, make sure to spend some time outside, and don't forget to check out the Jenkins at Home activities that we have on our website. See you next week.